done it. I found the worst fishing game of all time. Far worse than bass landing. Far worse than saltwater sport fishing. Far worse than monster bass. And far worse than any mobile fishing game. This is called Big Bass World Championship. A game that looks, runs, and plays so bad I could barely play more than 10 minutes of it before quitting. This is single-handedly the worst PlayStation 1 game I have ever played to date. Let's get this review over with, because I cannot come up with much to say because it's just so bad.
Yes, I'm here for the free scam.
I get this is the PlayStation 1, but these graphics belong to the PlayStation 0. From the 2D characters with choppy animation, because it's just random images compiled together with no in-between frames, or the fact that the water is only 2 frames per second and the fish are 1 frame. Seriously, how the hell is this game from 1996? We had better looking games at that point. Hell, even 2D fishing games were better on the Sega Genesis. I'd rather play a fishing game on the original Game Boy than this. Truly a fugly game with tons of technical problems holding it back. But first, let's talk about the controls.
Okay.
The game starts with some of the worst controls. You move the cursor like a mouse with either the D-pad or the left analog stick. Who thought this was a good idea? It's bad enough today where console games play like PC with a free moving cursor instead of the classic and better snap to grid system, thanks Destiny 2. But anyways, you enter a name and pick your gender. I thought both were chicks at first, given the guy has man boobs. Already a great sign. I mean, I got man boobs, and yet I could tell I'm a dude. Okay, calm down. Let's talk the UI. It's awful. It's one of those creative menus. You move the cursor around and try to figure out where everything is, what each item means. Apparently, the picture frame is practice. The computer is options. The books are fish information, and the phone means tournament. Whatever happened to the simple select screen we're accustomed to? Bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, let's talk about the fishing mechanics. You ever wanted the worst boat controls in a video game? Well, here you go. You can barely move, and you hit stuff non-stop, as the pop-in is atrocious. The warning says the boat can sink if not careful, yet I never had that happen, sadly. That was the only fun I had with this shit game, was trying to sink the boat. You have to try and bring the boat to a complete stop in order to fish, but it's not possible, as it moves on its own as you fling the analog stick back and forth, trying to get the boat in place so you can cast. But you can't cast because you need a lure. So you need a select lure, and then you go cast. Then you can use a camera switch with X to switch underwater. But at least it has one good thing going for it, as that Sega bass fishing camera. Now, between all of this, I had to hit 13 loading interruptions. Yes, you heard me right. To choose cast, you hit a loading screen. To open the tackle box for lures, you hit a loading screen. To select in between the lures, you hit a loading screen. To select the lure, you hit a loading screen. To cast, you hit a loading screen. To switch camera, you hit a loading screen. To reel the lure in, you hit a loading screen. There's a loading screen everywhere. For fuck's sake, did Bethesda go back in time and make this alongside Starfield?
I'd buy that for $1.
Speaking of Bethesda and Starfield, let's talk technical hiccups galore. Yes, there's loading screen in between every little fucking thing. I'm not joking. On top of that, the awful controls make it easy to screw up and cost you everything, and you get to experience more loading screens. Then there's the fact nothing saves, so you have to start all over again, re-enter your name, pick your gender, etc. Also, the frame rate is awful. The pop-in is so bad, you think this was released on the PS Vita, not to mention the graphics and their low frame rate. Honestly, I cannot say anything positive. I'm done. I'm out. I need some bourbon.
Yes.
I tried to have fun with this game. I truly did. But there's nothing fun about non-stop loading There's nothing fun about awful controls. There's nothing fun about playing this game. I had to push myself to the breaking point to even make this review. This game sucks so fucking hard, it could indeed get a golf ball through a garden hose. At the end of the day, I'm done. I'm not covering any more fishing games after this. At least for a very, very long time. That's how bad this was. It's so bad, I just want to quit everything. I cannot believe someone conceived this atrocity and sold it for money. Big Bass World Championship is the worst game I have ever reviewed, ever played, and will probably ever experience. Then again, I have yet to play Skull Island. I'd rather play E.T. the video game for Atari 2600. I'd rather play Dynasty Warriors 9. I'd rather play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I'd rather play Diablo 4. I'd rather play Rambo the video game. I'd rather go to the DMV. I'd rather eat at Burger King. I'd rather listen to Rebecca Black. I'd rather live in Chirac than play this game ever again. That's it for this video. I need some aspirin and a hot shower.
No shit.